Surrendering an open table to these fellas, and the cue ball got kicked way up table.
But it's the red he needs next, and has that pink got in the way?
No, I believe he's okay, but the pink is a problem later because it's tied up to the 5 ball, and the 8 and the 9 look like they're on a date.
They couldn't be closer, could they?
Well, you know, the overhead view, which has fooled us in the past, makes it look like the 3 ball isn't clear. But the 8 and 9, well, you just saw it. That will have to be solved later.
So, not an easy run out
for
Bustamante in this one. And Chang will have looked at the line of balls and thought, I may be getting out of my chair at some point in this one. Delicately played.
And brilliantly played. He took the 5 ball completely out of the equation. Now the 4 ball is open and in the clear.
So there is one headache. He's got to be a marriage breaker, this fella. He's got to split that 8 and 9 up.
Yeah, there's just no pocket available to the 8 ball. He may be plotting a safety where he'll just marry the cue ball to the 9, take away all the angles. Now, you know, he's measuring that like he thinks that'll go in the corner pocket. See, from the overhead, it would look like the 9 ball is just far enough to this end of the table where that's not going to be open. But, well, we've got a referee down to determine that sort of thing. Okay, now he's got the angle right here to disturb that if he wishes, but he's not planning on it. That ball must escape to the corner pocket.
Well, he's had a couple of looks, Jerry, and he's obviously happy.
Yeah, because he could break it apart right here.
Maybe he's not going to get out of his chair after all in this rack.
Big shot.
Boy, we've had a good match to open up the day's play with, haven't we?
You know, it's not going to be easy to get back behind that ball where he was aiming from. I'm thinking he's going to rethink this and break these balls apart, but he tried. Oh. And now he's in trouble. He is in real trouble now. Hard to find a place to hide when there's only 2 balls on the table. So close to breaking those apart. Well, he can't really draw back. He's so close to the rail, he can't easily draw back.
And of course, the problem is he's got to push this black a long way or risk a foul, because that's got to hit a rail.
It's got to hit a rail.
He can't just nudge it and try and hide behind the 9.
Well, he wants to park it down on that end rail. Oh, and he's going to get a hide behind the 9. What a brilliant shot.
Yeah, he got it.
Set that up on your home table sometime and try to accomplish that.
Well, he was able to use the 9 as the blocking ball. That was always the option, but the big imponderable about that was how much control he could get, knowing that the black had to hit a rail.
Well, Bustamante has turned the table over, but he's managed to maintain control. This fellow has to have a bit of luck here.
Well, we know from watching these Chinese Taipei players down the years that they love to get out their jump stick, and that's exactly what he's got here. And not only can they jump, they can pot off their jumps.
Indeed they can. Cue ball's got to get some good height. It's got to get up fast, take a little flying trip to clear that 9.
And there is nothing that a Chinese Taipei audience appreciates more than a jump stick.
he has the advantage of being tall enough to reach this shot easily.
Yes. But if this goes in, you listen to this crowd.
He moved the 9. He's fouled. Bustamante gets ball in hand. Well, we said he had to get a lot of height. He just didn't hit this good. That ball seemed to slip out from under his Q-tip.
So Bustamante does indeed keep control. And we are level.
Tied at 8, and our race to 10 has just become a race to 2. There'll only be 3 more breaks maximum in this match.
Well, who's it going to be? 8 all in a race to 10. All you're going to want is to be the guy that breaks. The person with break is Francisco Bustamante. But for both players, it is gut check time, as you chaps in America say.
I'm going to tell you, these guys are going to be exhausted when this is over. Gut check indeed.
Well, the good news for them is it's the only match they'll have to play today. And they're first on as well, so they can go back to the hotel, or the winner can, and get a good rest. The loser, I suppose, will be going back and packing.
Crying, then packing.
Needs another good break here. Needs to dispose of that red wing ball or anything else.